No matter how dark the night is, the sun always rises. No matter how hard life gets, keep moving forward. You never know what amazing things are waiting just around the corner. No story is too rough and no journey is too tough. Join us on Stretch Street to be inspired by the stories of people who have been through it all and come out stronger. Stretch Street Podcast. Stretching without snapping.
Hello and welcome to another episode on the Stretch Street Podcast. This is the energetic EJ and I am happy to be here again today. You can see already, I cannot stop smiling. Why? Because today's episode is very, very, very special. I have some very special guests in the house today and I am so excited and very emotional at the same time to introduce you to them and them to you, but more importantly to let them talk about some of the things that has happened or transpired in the last couple of days, a week and a half thereabouts, about 12 days now. It gladdens my heart. It's so exciting for me. Okay, backstory, guys. About 2 weeks ago, I started a boot camp called Confidence and Podcasting Bootcamp for teens. And so in this boot camp, I have from age 8 to age 17. So I have 8-year-old being the youngest and I have 17 being the oldest. And the last couple of days has just been amazing watching these champions, as I call them, watching them grow, watching them learn, unlearn, relearn, and grow. I mean, every day since we started, every day I go to bed, I pray for them. I'm excited for them, knowing that these ones are being handed a seed that will germinate into something big in the coming years. Knowing that these ones are being empowered to understand the power that their voices carry and to use that for positive impact, starting with them, with themselves, knowing how unique they are, knowing how blessed they are, knowing how beautiful, intelligent, smart, and powerful they are, and passing that on, internalizing that message and mixing it up with faith, with their brilliance, with their intelligence, and passing it on to others. And it's just been a blessing, one that I do not take for granted at all. Getting to know these ones, getting to share my life and my time with them in these few days, and getting to pass on knowledge to them. And I am super excited to introduce them to you today. So please gather all your teenagers, your preteens, gather them around for this particular episode. If you're watching this alone, ensure you share this episode with them, with all the young people around you, to have them inspired, to get them excited, because I am also excited for what they are going to be sharing with us today. So outside of us getting to meet them, getting to understand what it is that they've learned from this boot camp and what they are taking away from the boot camp, I am going to be showcasing some of their works, right? So they got to, record and produce podcast episodes. Of course, I'm not sure if some of them are going to go on with it after now, or if they will, just, learn this skill and have it in their arsenal, okay? But I'm going to share with you 2 of those that was produced during this bootcamp. And I am just so proud of the progress that they have made. If this is your first time watching this episode or watching this podcast, if this is your first time meeting me, I am the energetic EJ one more time. And this is the Stretch Street Podcast. So please, if you're yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Do subscribe, turn on notifications so that you are alerted every time I put out a new content. And if you're listening to this on any of the podcasting platforms, be that Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Breaker, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts on, please remember to favorite us there. Drop a comment for us. And if you have any feedback, please do send them to me via email at stretchstreetpod@gmail.com. Also, if you've been watching me, following my podcast, and you're yet to support the work that I do, why? You know, you could buy me a cup of coffee, right? For only $5. And at this point, I want to say a special shout out to Digra. Digra is from DRC, but he is based in Dubai. And just last week, he supported the podcast with 6 cups of coffee. That is $30. And I just want to say, Digra, thank you so much. God bless you. God increase you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the kind words that came with that support. I do not take it for granted. God bless you. All right, guys. Moving on, let us meet these champions that I have spoken so much about and that I am super proud of. Don't go anywhere. Grab your cup of tea, your cup of coffee, or your bottle of water as we get to meet my champions. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with my champions. All right, guys, I'm excited. Are you excited to see my champions? Okay. I am going to go in this particular order from the youngest to the oldest, okay? So, first person I'm going to introduce to you is the cute one, and her studio name is Cutie Cupcake, okay? So, I'm going to bring on screen Cutie Cupcake so you can get to meet her, okay? She's going to introduce herself, tell us her name, her age, and one fun thing about her, all right? So, everybody, Cutie Cupcake, hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. Can you move to the middle of the screen? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Yes, that's fantastic. So, introduce yourself, tell us your name, your age, and one fun thing about you.
Should I tell them my real name?
Yes.
My name is Abina. I'm 8 years old. And I like having fun.
What do you do when you have fun?
Skipping.
Awesome. Good. Nice to meet you, Abina. So Abina is connecting from the UK. She's 8 years old and she loves to skip. Thank you, Abina. Awesome. So my next person I'm going to introduce is another beautiful lady. And she is smart. She is beautiful. She's intelligent. And it's just been a pleasure watching her move from when we met to just 12 days later. I have seen the changes and I am super proud of her. I don't know, like I'm just happy for the transformation that has happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce to you this black skin beauty all the way from Nigeria, Lagos. Hello. What's that? You are not Cutie Cupcake. You're what again?
Cookie Cupcake.
Cookie Cupcake. Okay, so Cookie Cupcake, please introduce yourself to us.
My name is Raima. I am 16 years old. One fun thing about me, I would say, is I love reading and playing games.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Reading and playing games. And that's good because that's a nice balance. You read, and when you want to cool off, you play some game. That is so fantastic. Thank you, Rahima, for that sweet introduction. And last but not the least, today, of course, we have more, but the others are unable to join us at this time. So my final guest for the day in this particular episode is a young man. This is one I would say in whom I am well pleased. He goes by the pseudonym Senji. And so Senji is connecting from Nigeria, Ibadan, Nigeria at the moment. And he is going to introduce himself to us. Hello, Senji.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine.
So introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is God's Sakere. I'm 16 years old. And one fun thing about me, I love to play football.
Absolutely. I know football has been one of his dreams for the longest time. And I hope to God that that is going to become a reality someday, that he has to maybe join an academy or join a team or something so that at least he can play football for a while. But yes, nice to meet you, Senji. God's Purpose Osakede. Yes, yes, yes. I am super proud of you, boy. I am. Thank you so much for being here today. Okay, so now, guys, I am going to let you enjoy some of the works that they've done. So Cutie Cupcake and Cookie Cupcake have merged together because both of them love to play game. And so when we worked on what ideas are they going to embark in to start a podcast, they came up with a beautiful podcast called Roblox and Friends. Both of them love to play Roblox. If you are a game person, I am sure you know Roblox, right? I was in conversation with a mom this week, and I mentioned it to her. She was like, "Oh my God, you also know it." I'm like, "I just found out about it." And she was like, "Our kids are 11-year-old, like every time, like, Mom, no, I don't want to go out. I want to play Roblox." I'm like, wow, this Roblox must really be doing something with these kids, right? So they came up with a concept, Roblox and Friends, where they get to share everything about the fun and everything around the game Roblox. Okay, so I'm going to play you that, and then Senji started a podcast or came up with the concept of historical deep dive, where he's going to be, looking into the life of historic people, legends, living or or dead, that have done great work as leaders. All right, so I'm going to play you those two, and then we will come back and get to meet them and get to hear from them how this bootcamp has been for them. So enjoy this, with us. Okay, so please turn on your headphones. At this point, put on your headphones so that you can enjoy this with us. All right, so yeah, this is Roblox and Friend by Rahima and Abina. Enjoy.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roblox and Friends podcast, where we discuss all things Roblox. Today, we are diving into the exciting world of Adopt Me, a popular game on Roblox. I'm your host, Cookie Cupcake, and I'm joined with my friend
Cutie Cupcake. I'm super excited to talk about Adopt Me. The recent update has brought so many new features and pets to the game. It will be a blast exploring all the new content.
Absolutely. Adopt Me has captured the hearts of millions with its unique gameplay and adorable pets. It's a virtual pet adoption game where players can care for and raise their own pets.
And the best part is the constant updates and additions the developers bring to the game. It keeps things more fresh and keeps players coming back for more.
Definitely. The game encourages creativity and imagination as players build and decorate their dream homes, trade pets with others, and even participate in fun mini-games.
Plus, the community aspect of Adopt Me is fantastic. Players can team up with friends and join virtual families and even host parties with their customized homes. It's a great way to connect with others and make new friends.
It's incredible to see how the game has evolved over time, constantly introducing new challenges, events, and limited time pets. It keeps players engaged and excited.
And let's not forget about the trading system in Adopt Me. It adds another layer of excitement and strategy as players work to obtain their rare valuable pets.
It's true. Trading has become a big part of the game, and it's fascinating to see how the in-game economy has evolved. Players have become quite savvy when it comes to trading and negotiating deals.
Definitely, Adopt Me has created a vibrant, dynamic gaming experience that continues to captivate players of all ages. It's no wonder it's become one of the most popular games on Roblox.
So, if you haven't tried Adopt Me yet, we highly recommend giving it a go. It's a fun and immersive game that allows you to care for the virtual pets and explore a vibrant virtual world.
Don't forget to share your .me experiences with us. We'd love to hear about any tips and tricks you have for our listeners.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast, and until next time, happy pet adopting and adopt me.
And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't.
Bye.
That was Roblox and Friends by Rahima and Abina. Okay, so the next one I'm going to play for you guys is called the Historical Deep Dive, and this one is by Senji. All right, so please do enjoy. Let me share it. Enjoy.
Welcome to Historical Deep Dives, the podcast where we plunge into the lives and stories of the world's greatest minds. I'm your host, God's Purpose Osakere, and today we are embarking on a fascinating journey into the life and legacy of one of Nigeria's most influential leaders, Chief Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola, often referred to as MKO Abiola. He was a prominent Nigerian businessman, politician, and philanthropist. He is best known for his significant contributions to Nigerian politics, his role in the struggle for democracy, and his tragic fate. Born on August 24, 1937 in Abeokuta, Nigeria, MKO Abiola hailed from a humble background. He was educated in Nigeria and the United Kingdom, studying at various institutions including Baptist Boys High School and the University of Glasgow. His educational journey laid the foundation for his future success as a businessman and politician. Abiola's entrepreneurial journey began in the 1970s when he established his own company, Abiola Farms, which initially focused on importing and selling agricultural products. His business acumen and innovative approach quickly propelled him to success, leading him to venture into various sectors such as telecommunications, publishing, and oil. However, it was his foray into Nigerian politics that truly marked MKO Abiola's impact on the nation. He joined the Social Democratic Party, SDP, in the late 1980s and sought to run for the presidency in 1993. The election, often referred to as June 12, 1993 election, is a pivotal moment in Nigerian history. Abiola's campaign gained immense popularity across the country, transcending ethnic and religious divides. His platform resonated with the masses, promising democratic reforms, economic development, and social progress. Tragically, despite the widespread belief that he had won the election, the results were annulled by the military government, sparking nationwide protest and unrest. Abiola refused to back down, asserting his mandate as the rightful winner of the election. His determination and commitment to democracy earned him admiration both within Nigeria and internationally. His struggle for democracy culminated in his arrest and imprisonment in 1994 by the military regime led by General Sani Abacha. Abiola's incarceration lasted until his untimely death on July 7, 1998, under suspicious circumstances. His passing marked the end of an era, leaving behind a legacy of resilience, patriotism, and dedication to democratic values. MKO Abiola's legacy lives on through his contributions to Nigerian politics and society. His sacrifice and unwavering commitment to democracy inspires subsequent generations to champion democratic ideals and human rights. The annulled 1993 election is often regarded as a turning point in Nigeria's path to democracy, eventually leading to the end of military rule in 1999. June 12, Nigeria's Democracy Day, is in recognition of his contributions, commemorating the struggle for democratic governance. In 2018, President Muhammadu Buhari, ex-president of Nigeria, posthumously awarded MKO Abiola the highest national honor, the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. In conclusion, MKO Abiola's life was a testament to his exceptional entrepreneurial skills, political activism, and an unwavering commitment to democratic principles. His legacy continues to inspire Nigerians and people around the world, reminding us of the importance of standing up for justice, democracy, and human rights, even in the face of adversity. Thank you for tuning into Historical Deep Dives. I'm God's Purpose of Sakede. And remember, the more we explore the past, the better we understand our present and future. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Stay curious, and until next time.
Oh, fantastic. Was that fantastic or what? I am really, really, really proud of you all. Thank you for putting in the work. Thank you for showing up every day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following the instructions and for doing the things that you were being taught. Now, I'm going to call you in order and I'm going to ask you. I'll start with the cutie cupcake. Abina, tell me, Abina, how has the bootcamp been for you?
It's been one of the first and best boot camps so far.
So what stood out for you the most? What was the best part for you?
When the part where we talked on chat and sometimes I played games with Rahima. That's one of my favorite parts.
So you would say your favorite part is the fact that you made a new friend, yeah? Awesome. So what are some lessons that you're taking away from this bootcamp?
That maybe I can be inspiring.
That you can be inspiring. I love that. So what would you have, let me ask you this. Okay, so you've been inspiring. What new thing did you find out about yourself during this bootcamp? Like, what new thing did you learn about yourself during this bootcamp? You're trying to remember. Did you learn something new about affirmations?
Yes.
Good. Did you learn something new about your strengths?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abina. That was fantastic. Okay. So moving on to my darling Rahima here. Rahima, tell me, what has been your experience during this bootcamp?
It has been fun. I learned a lot, and I'm not the same person I was when
What would you say changed for you?
I became more confident. I got to talk to people, got to talk to more. So I came out of my shell, I would say, because I was always shy on video. But now, this week, I have been getting used to the facts, being on video, being on camera.
Fantastic. I love it. So what is one thing that you learned that you didn't know before during this bootcamp?
I learned a lot of things. I learned about self-awareness, positive self-talk, positive body language. Also learned vocal warm-ups, communication, different styles of communication, like assertive, passive, aggressive. I learned a lot. And also learned a lot of things about me through the strength awareness exercise that we did. I learned that I am empathetic, I am nice and kind, and I also made a new friend, Abina.
Awesome. What are some technical skills that you've picked up as well?
I learned how to edit audio on Audacity. So,
by the way, guys, the Roblox with Roblox and Friends by Abina and Rahima. Rahima actually did all of the production. Like, she did the recording, of course, with guidance, but she did produce that stuff, right? She did the editing, she added the music, and so that's one beautiful skill that she has learned from this. I'm happy to hear all of that. Thank you so much, Rahima, for sharing. Awesome. So over to you, Senji. Please tell us, How has the bootcamp been for you? What are some things that you've learned about yourself and some new things that you learned during the bootcamp?
The boot camp has been amazing for me, honestly. It has really helped me to know more about myself. Something I learned during the boot camp was how to be more self-aware. To improve my self-awareness, I have to pause, reflect, be mindful of how I relate with others. And it also taught me better ways of communication. But something I know that I really took from it was the mind is a powerful place, and what you think can affect you in a powerful way. So the way you think, your thoughts, your dispositions are what will make you relate with others.
Awesome. What about some technical skills did you learn from this bootcamp?
I watched and learned how to use Audacity, and I also learned by myself how to use AudioLab.
Fantastic. You know, the guys, the AudioLab thingy, I introduced them to AudioLab, but honestly, myself, I've never tried editing on AudioLab because it's just so, I don't like working on my phone. I don't like working on my phone. And so I'm like, I don't edit on AudioLab. I record there and then I transport it to my laptop and edit. But God's purpose here actually learned how to edit on AudioLab, even with how hard it is using his phone. And I feel like, you know what, maybe you need to do a tutorial for others so that you can teach them, because I cannot teach anybody how to use AudioLab, right? But he has cracked that code. He even edited, EQ'd, and treated the audio on AudioLab. I'm like, kudos to you, bro, right? So thank you so much for sharing that, Senji. So I'm going to go one more round to ask you one important question. Now, you have gone through this boot camp, right? I see you have been raising your hand. I'm going to come to you shortly. You have gone through this boot camp. It's been 12 days now, and we're rounding off tomorrow by God's grace. So we're at the point of this recording, we're rounding up. As of now, as at the time we're going to be seeing this podcast, we would have rounded up the session. All right. So my last question to you, champions, is to go around again, starting from Abina. What message would you like to share with any 8-year-old, watching this right now? What would you like to tell them?
I would like to say, what I mean by inspiring doesn't mean you should blow up dynamite with dynamite.
I didn't get that. Say that again.
So, what I mean by inspiring doesn't mean blowing up dynamite with dynamite, even though the site might be exploding your brain.
Wow. Okay. I'm not sure I have the answer to that one. I am not sure I have the answer to that one. Okay. So, well, I don't think you want to blow up dynamite with dynamite in your brain. No, why would you want to do that? Honestly, I don't have the answer for that. So would you have any message for anyone watching you right now or listening to you?
That if she does another boot camp, tell me please to join.
If you what? Say that again.
If you do another boot camp, you.
So if I do have another boot camp, I must have you join it, right? Fantastic. I will remember that. Thank you so much, Abina, for your feedback. Awesome. Rahima, please, what message would you have to share to any 16-year-old young girl watching or listening to you right now?
To be more confident, learn public speaking, love yourself more, be true to yourself and follow your dreams or your passions.
Fantastic. Those are such powerful nuggets right there from Rahima. And honestly, guys, I can't even begin to tell you how happy and how proud I am of Rahima, growing from where we met. In fact, we had to have a pre-session before the boot camp just to speak through, how shy she truly was, right? But I'm glad, I'm so glad that she is even saying this to you right now. So it doesn't matter how shy you think you are, you can improve. You can become more confident. You just need the right guidance. And I'm glad that, I was an instrument to making that happen for Rahima here. And you heard what she said, like, be yourself, stay true to yourself, be authentic, learn to be confident, learn public speaking, because it is truly going to help you. All right. Thank you so much for this powerful advice, Rahima. Senji, over to you. If any young 16-year-old boy and above is watching you right now, what message would you have for them?
So most teenagers, from my own perspective, go through this phase where they are not able to speak out. They are afraid to speak up. So I just want to say that it's all in your head. So I guess the thoughts that will be coming to your mind will be, if I say this, would it be okay? If I say this, would it shut me down? But you need to be positive about it and express yourselves, because it is until you say it that you will be free, that you know that, okay, I suggested something, I gave a suggestion, and your suggestion might just be right, might be the solution. So don't be afraid to speak up, always speak your mind.
Love that. I love that. Silence the negative voices in your head. Silence the voice that is trying to say, keep quiet, nobody's going to listen to you. What is the worst that can happen? Okay, if you say it, well, maybe nobody will do what you said, but at least you will not be in battle with yourself. You would have said what you wanted to say, and let the person or whoever you're saying it to make their own choices. So do not bottle it up. Do not be afraid to speak your mind, because sometimes that thing that you're saying might actually be the solution to the other person's problem. What a fantastic advice you've given there, Senji. Thank you so very much. Guys, I just want you to know, all four of you right now, that I'm proud of you and I love you. And thank you for putting in the work to be at this point in this boot camp and to learn the things that you've learned and to take away these things with you to the next level. All right. So thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. Yes, Abina, you want to say something?
If you're including yourself, is there another part of you? Are you have a clone?
Say that again.
We are all four. And you said the four.
I'm part of you. I'm part of you now. I am proud of you. So including me, we are proud of each other, okay?
Okay.
Oh my goodness, Abina, you're such a joy. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for putting in the work, and thank you for being a part of the Confidence and Podcasting Bootcamp Cohort 1. Who knows? This was summer version. Who knows? Maybe we're going to have, maybe during school version where we'll probably have our sessions during the weekends. We'll see how it goes. But thank you. I really appreciate you. Please help me extend my love and my thanks and, my regards to mommy and daddy for allowing you spend your last 2 weeks with me. Guys, you've heard it all. I hope that you've learned something from my champions today. They've said what they got from the boot camp. They've shared with you. You've heard the work that they did, and they've given you some advice. Let me know in the comment section of this video, or you can send me an email if you're listening to this to let me know what popped at you the most from this particular episode. And do you have any message for my champions? If you do, please do share them with me, and I'm going to ensure that your message gets across to them. And if they ever get to continue or to start their own podcast, right, I'm going to also let you know, okay? So you want to be a part of my community by joining, my community, okay? You can be a part of what I do. I have a community of impact makers. We call ourselves the Voice Impact Movement, where we're grooming each other, we're grooming ourselves, and we're learning on a daily and weekly basis. We have events on X where we talk about the voice, public public speaking, building confidence, building a brand, just so that we can be equipped to use our voices for impact, influence, and income. And if you want to be a part of that, please to join the Vim community on nas.io/Vim. All right. I'll leave the link in the description of this video as well as of the audio podcast. And by the way, if you love what I'm doing with this podcast, please, you can do support me so that I'm able to get more gears. I'm able to, promote the podcast for more people to be able to listen, to watch all over the world. You can support the work that I do here by buying me a cup of coffee. Yes, a cup of coffee is just $5, and you can buy me 1 cup. You can buy me 7 cups, 1 for each day of the week. I would appreciate that. But whatever works for you, whether it's 1 cup, 10 cups, 7 cups, 50 cups, whatever works for you, please do support the work that I do here by clicking on the link in the description of this podcast that says buy me a coffee or support my podcast by buying me a coffee. All right. Until I come your way again next week with another story, remember that challenges are not exclusive to any of us. I mean, you could have asked, like, what is the challenge with these kids or with these champions of mine? Well, some of them were not confident when they started. Now they've overcome it by listening to the guidance, by following my instructions, by learning the things that I had to teach them. And now they are better, they're confident, and they can speak. I love what Rahima said. I wasn't comfortable with the video, but now I'm coming to terms with it, and I am more comfortable being in front of the camera. So this is to tell you that was a challenge, but with the posture to say, okay, what can I learn? How can I overcome this, right? She was able to learn what she needs to do. And with good practice and consistency, I bet you 6 months from now, she's going to be way better in standing in front of the camera and expressing herself more confidently, okay? So remember again, challenges are not exclusive to any of us. They are here to teach us. And so when we assume the posture of saying, what can I learn from this? Then we begin to learn what it needs or what we need to cross over those challenges and become a better version of ourselves. So until I come here again next week with another story, don't break, okay? Keep on pushing, keep on showing up. And remember that on this road, on this street called life, it keeps stretching us, but you have the capacity to stay together without snapping. I love you, and I'll see you next week. This is the Energetic EJ, and this is the Stretch Street Podcast. Bye-bye.